guys, so the next instruction I'm going to give you now is for the snatch, okay, and a couple of its variations. So this is quite an advanced technique, and you shouldn't really try this until you've got the single arm swing and the clean really down perfectly in terms of your form and technique, okay? So yet again, this is a move that uses the hip drive where we're sat back and down from this bottom position. But this time we're going to finish with the kettlebell up above the head, okay? So you can see why it's important we need to get this technique correct. You need a lot of power and a lot of drive through the hips, okay? So I'm going to have to turn sideways for this one because my roof is quite low and the beams will actually get in the way, okay? So I'm going to turn sideways for this one. Okay, so let's break it down. Obviously, very first part is basically a single arm swing. Yet again, we're sat back and down in this bottom position, we punch the hips up. This time though, instead of stopping here and swinging back down, when we come up just before horizontal, slight bend in the elbow, shoulder comes back, and then we need to punch the kettlebell up above the head. And this top position is very much like a single arm press. Arm nice and extended, bicep close to your ear, and you want a nice straight line from the arm, through the upper body, down through the legs. We don't want to be back, and we don't want to be forward here. Nice straight line, nice and strong, shoulder nicely in the socket, okay? As I say, it's basically very quickly going from a single arm swing into a single arm press, but you've got to be very quick and very powerful. And it's the punch above the head that will make sure that the kettlebell doesn't just flop over and land on the forearm, okay? Now some techniques that we see which aren't quite correct is keeping the arms straight all the way, which I'll show you now. So once they drive, sometimes the arm doesn't bend and you'll see the kettlebell just flips over and will land very heavily on the forearm, and also it's got a tendency to try and pull me back, which is obviously detrimental to my shoulder health and the lower back. So we've got to make sure as we come up, we bend the elbow back, shoulder comes back, and then we go into that punch straight up towards the ceiling, so that top position here, we're in a nice, strong, powerful position, core engaged, abs tight, arms strong, shoulder sat nicely there, okay? So a few different variations from here. You saw me kind of cast the kettlebell back down straight into that hip drive again. Or from here, what we can do is bring the kettlebell down into the rack position here, and then go back into the clean, okay? So that's called a swing snatch. Okay, and then from there is also a power snatch where we don't have quite so much swing on the arm. We lead with the elbow, and then from here we punch up above the head. So the kettlebell stays much closer to the body, which I'll just show you now. Okay, so that's the power snatch where we don't quite swing out as far. The kettlebell stays much closer, lead with the elbow, flip that kettlebell, and then punch it up above the head before coming back down into the rack position. Okay, so that's the snatch, guys. Quite an advanced technique. Make sure you've got your single arm swing and hip drive and the clean all working nicely, and you've got it really, really on point before you attempt that snatch. When you do, make sure you start nice and slow. Don't go jumping into too heavy a kettlebell. Start with a nice low kettlebell first to really get that technique correct.